Hi, Eliza. Can I ask you something important? Have you ever felt confused about which bus to take or worried that you might miss your stop? Don't worry. Today, we're going to practice real-life English for bus riding so you can travel with confidence.
Oh, hello, Alex. Yes, I have. Sometimes I don't know which bus to take, and I feel nervous when I need to ask questions.
That's very common, Eliza. Don't worry. I'm the bus conductor today, and I'll help you. Let's practice simple English that people use every day on a bus.
That sounds great, Alex. I'm ready to learn.
Good. First, imagine you're getting on the bus. What would you say to the conductor?
I can say, hello, does this bus go to City Hospital?
Excellent, Eliza. That's a very natural question. Does this bus go to is a common way to ask if a bus travels to a certain place.
Alex, what does go to mean here?
Great question, Eliza. In this sentence, go to means travel to or reach. So, does this bus go to City Hospital means, will this bus travel to City Hospital?
Ah, I understand now. So I can also ask, does this bus go to the train station?
Exactly. That's perfect English.
If you say yes, what should I ask next?
You can ask, how much is the fare?
Alex, what does fare mean?
Fare means the money you pay for your trip on a bus, train, taxi, or plane.
Oh, so instead of saying price, people usually say fare.
That's right, Eliza. Fare is the correct word for transportation.
Okay, then I can say, how much is the fare to City Hospital?
Wonderful. Here's another useful sentence. The fare is $2.
Then I can reply, here you are.
Excellent. Here you are is a polite expression when you give someone money or another item.
Alex, can I also say, here is the money?
Yes, you can, but here you are sounds more natural and is used very often in daily English.
That's useful. I'll try to remember it.
Great job, Eliza. After paying the fare, I may say, here's your ticket.
Then I can answer, thank you.
Exactly. Very polite and very natural.
Alex, what if I don't know where to get off the bus?
That's an important situation. You can politely ask, could you please tell me when we reach City Hospital?
Oh, that sounds polite.
Yes, we use could you please tell me when we want to ask for help politely.
So, could you please tell me when we reach the shopping mall is also correct?
Absolutely. That's excellent English.
Alex, what if the bus is very crowded and I can't find a seat?
Good question, Eliza. If there are no empty seats, you can simply stand and hold the handrail for safety.
Alex, what does crowded mean?
Crowded means there are many people in one place, so there isn't much space.
Oh, so if there are many passengers on the bus, I can say the bus is crowded.
Exactly. That's a very common sentence in daily English.
What does passenger mean?
A passenger is a person who is traveling in a bus, train, taxi, plane, or other vehicle. The driver and the conductor are not passengers.
I see. So I am a passenger because I'm riding the bus.
That's correct. Alex, if I want to sit down, what can I say?
Usually you don't need to ask. If you see an empty seat, you can simply sit down.
But what if someone is sitting on my reserved seat?
Then you can politely say, excuse me, I think this is my seat.
That sounds polite. What does I think mean?
I think means I believe or in my opinion. It makes your sentence softer and more polite.
So instead of saying, this is my seat, I can say, I think this is my seat.
Exactly. Native speakers often use I think to sound more polite.
Alex, what if I need to get off at the next stop?
Then you can say, excuse me, I need to get off at the next stop.
What does get off mean?
Get off means to leave a bus, train, or airplane. It's a very useful phrasal verb.
So I get on the bus first, and later I get off the bus.
Perfect. Get on means enter the bus, and get off means leave the bus.
That's easy to remember. Here's another useful sentence. Please let me know when we arrive at City Hospital.
Is arrive at similar to reach?
Yes, they have almost the same meaning here. Both mean getting to a place. For beginners, you can use either one.
So I can say, please let me know when we arrive at City Hospital.
Excellent. That's clear, polite, and natural English.
Alex, what if I accidentally miss my stop?
Oh, that happens to many people, Eliza. Don't panic. You can simply get off at the next stop.
What does accidentally mean?
Accidentally means something happens by mistake, not on purpose.
So if I stay on the bus too long by mistake, I can say I accidentally missed my stop.
Exactly. That's a natural sentence.
Alex, what does miss my stop mean?
Miss my stop means you didn't get off the bus at the correct place.
I understand. Then what should I do?
You can ask the conductor, "Excuse me, I missed my stop. What should I do?"
That's easy to remember.
Good. I'll probably say, "Don't worry, get off at the next stop and cross the street. Then you can take another bus back."
Alex, what does take another bus back mean?
It means ride a different bus in the opposite direction to return to your destination.
Oh, I see. So I don't have to panic.
That's right. Staying calm is always the best choice.
Alex, what if I'm not sure where I am?
Then you can politely ask, "Excuse me, where are we now?"
That sounds very useful.
Yes, another good question is, how many stops are left before City Hospital?
What does left mean in that sentence?
Here, left means remaining. So how many stops are left means how many more stops do we have before we arrive?
Oh, so left doesn't mean the opposite of right here.
Exactly. English words can have different meanings depending on the situation.
That's interesting.
Here's another useful sentence. We're almost there.
What does almost mean?
Almost means not completely, but very close. So we're almost there means you'll arrive very soon.
So if the hospital is only one stop away, you can say, we're almost there.
Perfect, Eliza. You're learning these expressions very quickly.
Thanks, Alex. I already feel much more confident about riding a bus in English.
That's wonderful to hear. Let's keep practicing together.
Alex, what if I need to carry a big bag on the bus?
That's a good question, Eliza. You should keep your bag close to you so it doesn't block the aisle.
What does aisle mean?
An aisle is the space between the seats where people walk.
Oh, so I shouldn't leave my bag in the aisle.
Exactly. That helps everyone move safely.
Alex, if the bus is full, can I ask someone for a little space?
Yes, you can politely say, "Excuse me, may I squeeze through?"
What does squeeze through mean?
Squeeze through means to move through a small space because there are many people around you.
So if the bus is crowded, I can say, "Excuse me, may I squeeze through?"
That's right. People will usually move a little to let you pass.
Alex, if I need to open a window, what can I say?
You can politely ask, "Would you mind opening the window?"
What does "would you mind blank" mean?
Would you mind is a very polite way to ask someone to do something.
So I can also say, "Would you mind closing the window?"
Absolutely. Both are polite and natural.
Alex, if someone wants to sit where I'm sitting, what should I say?
If it's a priority seat and someone who needs it gets on the bus, you can kindly say, "Please have my seat."
What does priority seat mean?
A priority seat is a seat reserved for elderly, pregnant women, people with disabilities, or anyone who needs extra support.
So giving my seat to someone who needs it is a kind thing to do.
Exactly, Eliza. It's good manners and shows respect.
Alex, if I want to thank someone for helping me, what can I say?
You can say, "Thank you for your help," or "I really appreciate your help."
What does appreciate mean?
Appreciate means to be thankful or grateful for someone's kindness or help.
So saying, I really appreciate your help sounds more natural and polite.
Yes, it does. Native speakers use that expression very often.
Thanks, Alex. Today's lesson was very helpful. I learned many useful English words, grammar points, and real-life expressions for riding a bus. I feel much more confident now.
You're very welcome, Eliza. You did an excellent job today. Remember, the best way to improve your English is to practice a little every day.
Yes, I'll keep practicing these conversations until they become natural.
That's the spirit. And to everyone watching, don't just listen, speak along with us. Pause the video, repeat every sentence, and practice the conversation out loud. Speaking while listening is one of the fastest ways to improve your English fluency and confidence.
We hope you enjoyed today's English practice and learned something useful for your daily life.
Thank you so much for learning with English Practice Zone. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future English conversations. See you in the next lesson. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing, stay confident, and have a wonderful day.